Can you all hear now? We're back on. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? We're back on now. Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? We're back on now. Can you hear? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, people on Instagram, isn't this fun? You're having as much fun as I am. It's incredible. It's incredible. I don't think it's fair that anybody could have so much fun. It's just not fair. Um, I don't want to learn anything there. You can hear me. You can hear me. Yes or no? All right. We can hear me. Okay, good. Fantastic. So we're back. We're back and we got one person. Okay, good. Unbelievable. We're back. Beeping as beeping stop. No sound. Wait a second. Let me wait 1 second. So, did that work? Can you hear me now? Unexpectedly stopped. Why? You can hear me. Yes, you must be able to hear me because it's saying you can hear me. It's working now. Is that a brand new? All right, good. Yay. Instagram, I'm sorry you guys had to watch backstage, but here we are. We're back on front stage. Okay. Whew. Where were we? Sam. Now, okay, so your mom, if she's had a condition that is besides steroids, of course, steroids are not a solution to anything. Once in a while, a quick helps, but that's it. So since she was 7, so it's a systemic wide eczema, weeping eczema. Okay, so what she's got to do, there's no confusion at all what she's got to do. And you should know the answer before I say it. And that answer is what? Anybody? What's that answer? Anybody know what she should do? Oh, all right, Goku. Goku, 日本人ですか? Goku-san. Nihonjin desu ka? There you go, Denise. Detox. Get rid. And we won't use uh, acronyms because people get it, don't quite get it. So Robert doesn't know what barcode is. He said that earlier. Yeah. I don't know what barcode is, and do I need to know? I know a lot of stuff, though. I need to know that. It unexpectedly stopped again. Is it back on again? How does it unexpectedly stop? You got to detoxify. You've got to. She's got to detoxify, Sam. So she's got number one. She's got to. You got to get her to a true, real biological dentist. Make sure there's nothing going on there, and I'm sure there is. She's got to do a thorough cleanse. You've got to put her on. You've got to cleanse her body. Okay, she's got to go on just juice, fresh juice. Okay, celery, cucumber, kale, spinach, and anything else you want. Lemon and apples or whatever, pineapple, whatever it is, to make it taste delicious, but not too much. Make it sweet enough to enjoy it, but not any sweeter. Okay, because the idea is to flood her body and clean it out, right? And do enemas, home enemas, colonics, whatever it is, to clean it out. Just keep it flowing, and as you keep it flowing, you're going to cleanse it out. Now, listen, I know you're all sending me information here about interventions to add chlorine dioxide or to DMSA, all that. What we need to do is respect and have reverence for this incredible body. You clean it out and you give it an opportunity to cleanse, and it will cleanse. You get that immune system working, it's better than anything we could intervene with. We've got to call on God at this moment, and God gave us this beautiful, incredible, divine earth suit that can do it. All right. So that's what we have to do. Cleanse. Listen, I've had serious situations, people with serious skin situations, resolve with cleansing. And it's not just a 3-day, 5 days. You do it 3 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever you need to do. Sounds down again. Hello? Sound is down again? No. Tell me you hear me. Sounds okay. Okay, good. Okay, so here's the thing. This body. That's right. Yes, seek ye first. All things shall be added. So have reverence for this incredible body. Give it an opportunity to do what it wants to do. It's full of toxins. Okay, you've got to get rid of them. And since it sounds like your mother's been on steroids, she's probably been on other drugs and medications. So right now is not the time to look for a parasite cleanse or anything like that. Now is the time to cleanse and get the biological dentist. You've got to do that. I don't know how to overestimate or I can't. Simply, first of all, on my podcasts, find the two that I had with believer. I'm not a believer in anything. I'm a knower. But remember, believing it also means doubt. If I believe, I doubt. But when I know, I don't doubt. There's knowing and there's doubting. And faith is knowing. Okay? The lady that ran up the stairs to touch Jesus' robe did not believe it. She knew if she touched his robe, she'd be healed. And he turned and said, it wasn't me, it was your faith. Keep that in mind. So it's not believing, it's knowing. Now, okay, so so understand the first thing to do is nothing. It's not nothing. You're drinking juices and you're cleansing. The first thing to do is cleanse. No interventions at this point. She's had interventions and they're poisoned. They haven't worked. Once we get her good and cleansed, then I'll get her clear. And just believe me, that's what we need to do. Okay, that's what we need to know. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. That Sam, you got that, Sam? That's what needs to happen. Sam, where's Sam? Sam's in there somewhere. Who's using Chrome? What are you? Get out of here! Who are you? What is this? God, the device unexpectedly stopped again. It stopped again. Man, I don't know what's going on. All right, so Sam, you've got that understood, and so um, that's where we have to begin. We have to begin there, right? And then once we've done that, then we can look at antiparasitics. We can look at other ways of dealing with it. But we've got to start there, okay? All right, everybody, you've got that. I'm imagining. I'm imagining you've got that. Now, um, is this right? Okay, I just hope you understand that. Okay, I'm trying to all right. Anyway, where are we? We're here. Okay. And wait, where is this? Where are we? Okay, so you guys are all on, right? We got that. Okay, so now, um, Sam, that's where we got. You got to do that, Sam. Sam. She's got to cleanse. I mean, drinking 3 quarts a day, just get her colon clean, do all that, right? Okay. With her skin lesions, okay, you can use aloe. You get fresh aloe, and you cut the leaves, you cut the hard part off of the leaves, and you macerate it, and you just put that on. That's healing. It's very, very healing and soothing. Very, very healing and soothing. Okay, that's what you want to do for now. All right, that's what you want to do for now, and cleansing. Okay, and cleansing. Sam, I can't say it again because I said it already many times. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, Sam, I hope you got that. This is Angela. She's talking about bladder CFCs. When dealing with high grade aggressive squamous cell muscle invasive, should I worry? I'm not doing enough. Turbed to remove a large tumor and refuse the chemo radiation and removal of bladder. I want to make sure I'm doing enough. Doing Ivor and Fen. High dose. Ozone, no sugar. Oh, yeah. All right, so Angela, I hope you're listening, Angela. I hope you're listening, Angela. Angela, is there any way you can tell me you're listening? Can you send a message to say you're listening, Angela? Are you on Instagram? Are you on any of the other ones? Send me a message, Angela, that you're listening. Okay, so you're talking about squamous cell bladder CFCs, right? Hello, Angela, are you there? Please be there, Angela. Angela, Angela. Are we there, Angela? Are you there, Angela? Angela, you asked me a question about squamous cell, bladder. Angela, don't tell me you're not there. You asked a question. You got to be there. Ah, you asked a different question. All right, so then maybe it's the wrong Angela. Okay, this Angela is Joseph. Anyway, Angela, if you're gonna rewatch this later, here's the thing: bladder CFCs are usually of a different cell type. Okay, the standard basic one that you see every day is of a different cell type. Okay, okay. I wish I knew if Angela was there. I wish I knew. You know, I, it's so it's so frustrating to do this, like these lives like this. Anyway, Angela, if you okay, here's the thing: if you have regular bladder CFCs, these are what they call transitional cells that become chronically fermenting. If you have squamous, 95% of the time it's due to schistosomiasis, which is a parasite. So squamous cell doesn't happen normally at bladders. It happens with people that are exposed to schistosomes, which are um, if your liver is damaged, doesn't mean your kidneys are as well. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, so so if you've got a squamous cell, you've most likely got schistosomiasis, and the medication of choice for that is praziquantel. This is one of the ways that praziquantel comes in, and I would do at least 600 milligrams 3 times a day, at least, with 3 weeks on, 1 week off, right? But I would also add in probably niclosamide and ivermectin. Yes, yes, and mebendazole or albendazole. All right, but the praziquantel is the big one for this. Okay, this is the big one for schistosomiasis, which can affect the bladder and does affect the bladder, and it results in a squamous cell um, carcinoma. So that's that. In addition to cleansing and all of that, that's that. Okay, so please, I hope you heard that. If you didn't, watch the rerun or whatever, the saved version. Okay, all right. Okay, good. Now we're talking about Eva. I have severe Crohn's, mother brother, heterozygous. You can see that mother burger thing is. So someone asked me about the mother brother mutations. They got us believing in all this stuff. Forget it. If you weren't methylating, you wouldn't be living. You are methylating. That whole this is. I know. I know. Just listen. Forget your genes. Forget the genetics. Forget all the SNPs. Forget all that. You made it this far. You got through school. Your immune system's okay. All right. You made it to the age of 6 and didn't get and weren't institutionalized because of the failure to thrive, to live. You're okay. Okay. So, but you've also got chronic vasoconstriction and high platelets. You develop Steven Johnson syndrome, which led me to stop immunosuppressants and turn to holistic treatment despite over 1 year of preparation. That's charcoal and bentonite, liposomal glutathione, NAC5, and liposomal vitamin C. Carnivore diet and low toxic carnivore diet. Are you Eva? Do you howl at the moon? Do you bark? When you walk on the street and you see a dead animal, do you sniff it? Do you ever look at a rabbit and lick your lips? Do you ever look at a cow grazing on grass and lick your lips and say, "Oh my God, that looks fantastic"? No. Do you rip the head off of chickens and eat them alive? No. Do you grab frogs and just start eating them? No. That's what carnivores do. And by the way, if you're only eating animals, you got to eat head, nose to tail. And even if you eat nose to tail, you're not gonna get polyphenols. You're not gonna get all these important uh, nutrients that are necessary for the body to detoxify, for its DNA um, to divide healthfully. Anyway, so I experienced extremely severe Herxheimer, total constipation, unbearable pain, high CRP, even while on corticosteroids. This has happened after 4 different detox trials. I underwent 46 days of rectal ozone therapy, but they didn't improve my detox. Okay, so anyway, oh my gosh, Eva, you've done a lot of things, but you just okay. I don't know your current condition. Sounds like it could be varied. Very high CRPs, unbearable pain, total constipation. Okay, this is not necessarily Herxheimer at all. Herxheimer is overused. Um, from what you're describing, I can't tell what's going on, but I know you've done a lot of things. So I think right now is the time to stop doing and to just do a thorough cleanse, like I was telling the other fellow, Sam, I think it was. That what you've got to do is thorough. Get the juice, like I described, the vegetable juice, a little bit of thing. Don't worry about the sugar and all that stuff. Don't worry about it. Your body needs a certain amount of carbs, healthy carbs. It's one of the macronutrients. Okay, just drink this juice and you cleanse and get the colon, keep the colon clean with daily enemas. Just not coffee enemas, but cleansing enemas, salt enemas. Just do that. Cleanse. Forget this motherfucker. Okay, there's no motherfucker in you, I promise. Okay, and Crohn's and all that stuff. Now, that's a severe dysbiosis. We all have dysbiosis to some degree. You've got a dysbiosis. And why? Because what do these organisms, why do you have certain organisms in your GI tract and not others? Because you're feeding the ones that are there. They're like what you're eating. Whatever you're eating, they like. All right, you got to change that so that they don't like it. You've got to eat raw, uncooked plant foods and nuts and seeds, okay, and fruit. And you do all that, and the guys that you don't want to be there won't be there because they don't like that. They like other stuff. All right. Watch these these food lectures, please. Watch these food lectures, please. All right. So now, and your Crohn's will no longer be there because there is no Crohn's. They call it Crohn's, and they call this SIBO, and they call this ulcerative colitis, and whatever. They have all different names for different aspects of a dysbiosis. All right. And you don't need to take anything. You need to stop taking and cleanse. I promise you. And we need to restore your gut biome. That will bring this all back. All right. There's no detox trials. 4 different detox trials. I don't know what that means. You either allow your body to detoxify or you don't. All right. So you've got it all. I hope you're starting to see some sort of general concept emerging here. And that is you cannot heal until you've cleaned. You cannot heal until you've gotten rid of the garbage. You cannot heal until you have detoxified your body. You cannot heal until you've gotten rid of the poisons. You cannot heal until you have detoxified. You cannot heal. And by the way, you're looking to heal. You're not looking to get rid of something. That something that you think you're getting rid of is a manifestation of being toxic. All right. So listen, Eva, you got to do that. And carnivore diet, listen, whatever. for now, take my word, okay? And I'll explain to you later. But if you don't eat nose to tail, you're not going to make it. And then you still need to augment it. And by the way, lions, tigers chew grass. They chew leaves. They go and chew that stuff. They need it. They also, when they eat, what do they eat? They go for the intestines, number one, because they need to get the undigested plant food. Yeah. And when you know what? When they're done eating and they're full, you know what they leave for the vulture? Yeah, that's right. It's what you and I call steak. Anyway, so I don't know, Eva. You've been really on a horrible, horrible nightmare here, and it's time to get off it. And you're going to get off it by drinking 3 quarts of the juice I said: celery, cucumber, kale, spinach, anything else you want, lemon, and apples, and make it delicious. Switch the apples out to something else if you want. Carrots. All right, make it delicious and drink it. Drink it 3, and don't eat any solid food. Just do that, and do that for a minimum of 4 to 6 weeks. For you, yes, 4 to 6 weeks. Just do it. All right. While you're doing that, you're going to get yourself some liposomal vitamin C, liposomal sodium ascorbate. You can take 2 grams 4 times a day. You're going to overdose on vitamin D3 with the K2. D3, K2. You're going to take as much, 40, 50,000 units a day. Okay. The mixed carotenoids, right? The vitamin A's, mixed carotenoids, not just beta carotene. You're going to take 40, 50,000 units a day. Yes. You're going to do melatonin at night. You're going to start with 10, 20, 30. You're going to do you can do a few, maybe 5 milligrams here, there in the day. A lot of melatonin. You're going to get your iodine. You're going to look at the website. You're going to join the group, join one of the groups, join the health and healing group, and you've got to find out how to take care of this. All right. It's way too much, for me to answer right now because it would take a couple hours to go through it all. But just remember that this will work. This will work if you are truly asking me because you've gone through all this other stuff and it just simply hasn't worked. If you're truly doing that, then just know that what I'm saying is real. You got to know that, otherwise you're not going to do it. No, it's not. You see, you think it's due to methylation. No. You're not a defective mistake of the divine. All right. Anyway, I hope we're getting some. Parsley is great. Absolutely. We usually put it in. All right. So now, all right, good. Okay. So, all right, here we are. Chat GPT for recipes. You guys got to be careful of Chat GTP. You got to be careful. I'm telling you. You are losing your sovereignty as a human being. You're losing your sovereignty. You're losing your ability. Whatever you outsource, you lose. And now you're outsourcing your decision making, your research, you're outsourcing your thinking. If you're going to use that, use it for specific things to get an answer. To organize something. Anyway, let's take the next question here. This is from Zephaniah. I have a mass growing in my anus due to colon CFC that I was diagnosed with in 2022. Just a few days ago, I started using ivermectin and Fenben. Do I expect the mass to start reducing or look for another alternative? It's very painful. Excuse me. I'm sure it's very painful. Zephaniah. 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 I know. Well, first of all, remember, don't just look for these specific biological dentists. Did you do that yet? Did you do that yet? Certified biological dentist. If you've done a cleanse, 8-week cleanse in your situation, go for it. 8 weeks. Yeah. If you maxed out on your vitamin C, the sodium ascorbate, 2 grams, liposomal 4 times a day. OD on your vitamin D and vitamin A, which are the mixed carotenoids. Okay. Are you doing the melatonin? Are you doing all this stuff? And after you've done your cleanse, are you eating just human food within a 4 to 5, 6 hour window and stopping eating 5 hours before sleep? Are you doing all that? Are you learning to still the mind and meditate? Are you doing all that? Then you say, okay, I started the ivermectin and the fenbendazole. I would, do the fenbendazole. Why 3 days a week? Do it. You can do all of them. The ivermectin and the fenbendazole. 3 weeks on and 1 week off. 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and make sure you're taking liver support supplements during this time, which are silymarin, alpha lipoic acid, thiamine, um, NAC, N-acetylcysteine. Okay, you want to support your liver and do this. And you got to do cleansing right away. You'll find that mass. If you want to stop, turn that around, stop it. Do this cleanse. There's nothing else. It's going to do it so quickly as that. Do that starting now. Especially if it's painful. You'll know. You won't have to ask anybody if it's working. You'll feel it. Just do that. Do that cleanse. I'm telling you. I don't know how to convince you, but if you came here to watch and listen and you think that I might be up to something, then just take this as being the truth. Then we can get into other stuff about dealing with it. But yeah, so it sounds like the CFCs have moved down to your anus. That's okay. Are they in your liver? Are they anywhere else? So that's the one thing you want to know when you're going to start these fenbendazole and ivermectin. Make sure that your liver functions. Find out where your liver function is. You got to join the group. So if you join the groups, we can talk and I can help you through this. I can't do it in this format. Okay, so come on, Zephaniah. Join the groups. Let's get this done. Okay, you don't have to go through all this pain. All right, now this is Lino. I'm constantly dealing with outbreaks of herpes. 56% of the time I feel the symptoms. I tried so many things, but the outbreaks keep coming. I'm about to start 3 cycles of parasite cleanse. I hope this will help. Okay, Lino, I hope you've been watching us for the last hour or so. And you know how to join the groups. Go to drlodi.com, my website, drlodi.com, and it should be right there, how to join the groups. You can join it. Very important. So, Lino. Chronic herpes. Okay, so herpes, now, simplex, can be either oral or genital. And yeah, drlodi.com, drlodi.com. Go to my website, and right there is, right away, you should be able to see how to join. Anyway, so anyway, it used to be herpes simplex type 1 was oral, herpes simplex type 2 was genital, but now you can have 2 in your mouth and 1 in your, anyway, there's no distinction anymore. That whatever they are, whatever this is, it's real, it's painful, it's blistery, and it's recurrent. So whenever it recurs, it means the immune system is not I know you can't. Money is tight. I get that, Funky Town. So here's the thing. You don't need money if you do your detoxing, cleansing. You need money to do that, but that's the money to live, to eat. So please, you got to cleanse. Whatever you're going through, I don't promise you, you've got to cleanse. You've got to clean out. You've got to clean out. That's if you don't clean out, you can't begin to heal. All right, so now, please cleanse. Please, 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 please. Unexpectedly stopped. Yeah, unexpectedly. Thank you, Rocky, and your gang. Is that Bullwinkle? Is Bullwinkle in there too? Or is it just Rocky? What about, what's his name? Natasha and who's that other little guy? Boris? Boris and Natasha. Bullwinkle. Yeah, and Boris and Natasha. We know that. The whole gang. I'm telling you, the whole gang. Rocky and the gang. So, so the herpes. So the immune system is been compromised one way or another. It's not with you. It sounds like it's chronically compromised. So if you could get a lymphocyte subset test done, you could find out where and what part of your immune system is. But just you may be living in a high 5G volume. You know, I don't know the amount of 5G around where you live, but you got to find out. And it's can greatly affect the immune system directly right today. And so you've got to move. You got to move. You can't Faraday your whole house. And plus so what I'm saying is you don't have to worry about keeping your electrolytes in cleanse. If you're drinking those juices, like I said, your electrolytes are fine. Okay. So now, whatever's compromising your immune system, it could easily be the 5G network in your area. And I don't know how severe it is in your area, but please, if you got to leave, you got to leave. Whatever you got to do now to enhance your immune system, you do all these things we've been talking about, cleansing, all that sort of stuff. Go to bed early, get some sleep, and then remember something. I don't know how old you are, but there's thymosin alpha 1, which is a peptide that you give yourself a little injection daily for a while, basically for a good 1 month, and then you can do it every other day or 3 times a week. Okay, that's going to allow your thymus gland to, it produces the same peptide your thymus gland would have produced. Remember, our thymus glands get smaller and smaller and smaller, so that you will have the same amount of T cells. You need T cells to heal from this. Okay, so very important. You do the cleanse. It's mostly vegetable and a little bit of fruit. Okay, you don't do anything else. No solid food. You do it for as long as you need, and I would say a minimum 3 weeks, probably 6 weeks, and no solid food. You'll have more energy. You'll feel better than you've ever felt. You'll be clearer than anything. You won't even believe how you feel. Okay. The only thing is you're going to want to smell, taste, chew, and swallow. Smell, taste, chew, and swallow. So you're going to want to eat. So what I recommend is take some of your juice that you love, put it in some ice cube trays, put it up in the freezer, and then when you need to smell, taste, chew, and swallow, just chew those ice cubes. Okay. Do that. You will get. It will heal. All right. Now, you guys, listen. I want you to kind of see the theme that's going on here. Whatever the question is, whatever we're talking about, whether it's CFCs, it's parasites, it's apparently whatever viruses are, the herpes, chronic eczema for life, it doesn't matter how it's manifesting. It's always the same thing, and that is an accumulations of toxins that are resulting in consequences, either consequences of attempting to eliminate them, which is what we're seeing with a lot of these, like the eczema and stuff. It's trying to eliminate them. It's been overwhelmed, and so basically, fundamentally, clearly, obviously, we got to detoxify, get rid of all the toxins, and then remember that the body is incredible. Also, if you're in a city, you're probably being inundated by 5G. You got to get away from that. Okay, so you got to get away from it. Can't imagine giving up coffee. Listen, okay, do everything else we said and still have some organic espresso with some like oat milk or almond milk in it. Okay. Listen, funky, you can and will heal. All you gotta do is do that. Let your body do it. Your body knows how. Your body is divine. All right. Just get rid of the trash and the junk and all that stuff, and just keep on it. Just know it's gonna work. Know it's gonna work. 12-day juice cleanse. That's it. You just keep going. Keep going. You're gonna feel better and better. And you keep unexpectedly stopping. Keep unexpectedly stopping. Am I back on now again? Am I back on? Unexpectedly. How did you know it? All right, so I don't know what to say about all this, but here's the thing, you guys, please understand. Know what I'm saying is true. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'll make you a bet. Prove me wrong. You do that. All right, cool. So 6 weeks. Do a 6 week. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Cleanse, clean it out, and your body will dance. Will be dancing. You'll be dancing. Yeah, you'll be dancing. Your mind, you'll be happy. You'll be clear. You'll be happy. Okay. And then when you start eating again, you eat only healthy, you eat only human food. And if you're not sure what that is, you watch the seminars. I mean, I did the second one already. The first two were really important, but okay. So you got to go back and watch those first two. They're going to be available for you on the website, drlodi.com. Everything's on there. Okay. So, but you got to watch it. If you're not sure what real food is, do that. Let's find out what real food is. I'm talking about real food for humans, not real food for maggots, because we know what maggots eat. We know what real food for dogs is, but we don't know what real food for humans is. We do know. We do know. We do know. We just try to not know. You know, the word ignorance comes from the same root as the word ignore. So when our ignorance is that we are ignoring the truth. The truth is always obvious. But we are very good at ignoring it. We've learned how to ignore it. All right, you guys. Right. With the cleanse, just cleanse. And you have your faith, knowledge that God will take care of this. Cleanse first, then we'll get into the therapies. Now, it is after 9, everyone, and which is after whatever, 10 for you guys in the East Coast. And I know Europe's already sleeping. So anyway, everybody, like I really thank you for hanging in there today. It's been a bizarre day. Well, let's see. So can we give one more? Can we do one more? Remember, I can't. What's the next one? With the herpes. By the way, the other thing with the herpes, let me just say, for the chronic situation, do what I said. But if you have an acute, and if there's an acute painful and one like that, you can get what is it called? How can I forget that? How can I forget that? I didn't forget it. It's just right there and I can't find it. Okay. All right, that's it. Acyclovir. Anyway, we don't use drugs all the time, but when you're in a severe situation like that, and if it's very painful and all that sort of thing, you can get acyclovir. Okay, acyclovir, 800 milligrams, and you take 2 every 2 hours, 3 hours at the first outbreak, and it'll go away quickly. And then you've got to do all the healthy stuff and clean. I'm just saying, if it's going to be severe and painful, and you want to just knock it out, you got to do that. Okay, just do that. That'll vouch for you. Just a ton of it right away, just bam, when it first comes up. All right, just to get it down. Don't do steroids or anything like that. And then do the cleansing. We got to restore your immune system with thymosin alpha 1. And going to sleep right. All the things that we do are going to restore the immune system. All right. All right. This is all real. This is real. This is real. This is how it works. Okay. So now, acyclovir, ACYCLO. A C Y C A C Y C L O V I R, acyclovir. 800 milligrams, take 2 of them 4 times a day. No doctor's going to write that prescription. You got to get a hold of a lot of it and just do it. Just not, it'll go away. It'll go away. At least you'll abort the whole process and then get on with getting healthy. Okay. Because it can be painful and debilitating. And I get that. I understand that. I've seen what I've seen. I mean, I've seen you know, there's a couple of situations I saw which were genital. I mean, this poor girl and then this guy. The girl had vaginal, and this guy had rectal. It was like unbelievable. I couldn't imagine how painful it must have been. Anyway, yeah, L-lysine. Lysine works because lysine and arginine are 2 amino acids that are, arginine seems to stimulate it, bring it on, and lysine seems to take it off. So get a hold of L-lysine. You get lysine at any supplement place. L-lysine, yeah. The arginine, and that's why one thing is you've got to learn to manage nuts or take L-lysine if you're eating a lot of nuts, okay? Because nuts have arginine, but you don't want to stop eating nuts because you need them for health. So anyway, yeah, I know. Agensat in Mexico, the trifecta parasite is inexpensive, and you don't need a doctor because you don't want a doctor because they don't know what they're talking about anyway, and they won't even recommend it. Or if you come here to Thailand, same thing. Just walk in and get it. But I don't know. Some people are stuck in beautiful for space. Oh yeah. Take a look at the reservations. Oh. Take a look at the streets of San Francisco now. It's not all beautiful for spacious skies anymore. I don't know. Wish it was. Wish it was. Wish it was. I wish a lot of things. But most of all, I wish that you all understand that it begins with and it ends with and it continues with, and the fundamental thing is to get rid of toxins. Remember, all illnesses, including aging, come about from an accumulated toxins that we become less and less able to excrete and eliminate as we age and age. Okay. Remember, there's 2 main things that are taking us down. One is accumulated toxins, and the other one is gravity. Imagine gravity. But yeah, gravity. Think about it a while. Look at it. Look it up. You'll understand gravity and toxicity, and that's it. There you got it. So we can't do much about the gravity, but we can do a lot about the toxicity. All right, and that's what we got to do. So all illnesses are a manifestation of toxemia, toxicity. John Tilden, 1915. Toxemia, explain. Where is that book? Is that it? No, that's Alchemy You Discovered in Your Story. Anyway, I do have it. Anyway. Toxemia, explain. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah. Here's one of the original versions. Can you see that? Original version. Oh, they knocked it out again. It unexpectedly stopped. Yeah. Yeah. Unexpectedly. It unexpectedly it's expecting. I expect it to unexpectedly stop every few seconds. It's unexpectedly happening. Yeah. Anyway. Whoever these hey team, if you're still there, restream. No, let's find something else. Okay, come on. All right, you guys. Anyway, so Wadi Kap, namaste, namaskar, and aloha to us all. All right, and let's see who's left next week, and let's show up next week. Okay.